Hi, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Friday, the 23rd of October, 2020. We're using, not Bonefire Tarot, Sawyer's Path Tarot for our message today. All freshly shuffled, ready to go. We're probably going to bring back the Cosmic Cat Wisdom cards as well because I still have Stray Cat Strut stuck in my head. And yes, I have tried listening to the song, thinking that might help. It's still here. All right, let's get into it. Cards from the bottom of the deck, the overall theme of energy in the day for us. Look at that, the sun is back. Are you all wearing shocked faces right now? How many more times will it show up for us, right? I believe this is the 4th time this week we've seen it. More brilliant clarity, and good for us, right? It is the happiest card in the major arcana. You know it by heart by now. And it's love, bliss, joy, happiness, connection, brilliant clarity. And that's where I feel the focus is on the card at this time. I feel so strongly in my intuition that we are being shown in this beautiful Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Oh, and hey, happy Scorpio season, right? The sun has moved into that sign, and it is such a sign of deep knowing. And I feel that the consistent message for us is one of deep knowing, exploring our subconscious, things that are not necessarily obvious to us in a subconscious way are making quite an appearance at this time. Energies are rising to the surface so that we get to see them and understand that we may have a limitation of thought, action, word, deed, whatever it may be, coming up out of the subconscious programming. Someone asked me this week, is it all programming? Right, when you ask the question, it really does provoke wonder, doesn't it? So with the sun here, and Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio, the sun is now in Scorpio. We are going deep into our knowing. We're having a fantastic opportunity to take a look at stuff that we might not normally see. So this is a place where we can have real appreciation for retrograde energy. Don't forget that Mars is still in retrograde as well. So, you know, that's a very direct, powerful energy, and that's pointed inward at the self at this time. And one might even consider that with Mars in retrograde, which puts quite an influence on our self-reflection, that we might be going to war with our own selves. I don't really feel that way. I know Mars is kind of a warlike energy. I consider it a very direct, assertive energy. And I feel the consistency within the cards is just not going to allow us to miss anything of real and true value at this time, in terms of a sense of spiritual freedom and liberation. So while some of these energies may be uncomfortable, the discomfort is worth it, because living with these energies buried in the subconscious is ultimately much more uncomfortable. So this is temporary, it will pass, and it's all happening in the beautiful, loving happiness of the sun's energy in tarot. So lean into that and go to work and do the stuff and the things. Oh yeah, we're still on the bottom of the deck here. Next. Oh, look at that. 9 of Swords. This is the keep you awake at 3 a.m. with anxious thoughts card. And this is exactly what we're talking about. This is discomfort. We've all been here a time or two or 100, and we know what this feels like. And this is confirmation to what I just said, that ultimately if we don't get a chance to take a look at these things, then we live with the discomfort of it for an indeterminate amount of time. So if your 9 of Swords type of experiences are rising to the surface, greet them with the happiness and appreciation of the sun's energy, because it's an opportunity to let it go and let whatever space that occupied within you fill in with pure love. One more from the bottom. Yeah, that's the alchemy. If you're going to go mine all of these swords out of yourself, out of your psyche, your subconscious, you may as well fill that space with love. That's that's what temperance is bringing us, an opportunity to have that freedom, have that liberation, and to really live at peace within self-relationship. Let's see what the top of the deck has to say to us. Our first card is the World. Yeah, this is a new world of opportunity for us. It's one of the, it's among the happiest cards in tarot. It's considered the most welcome card to receive in tarot. So there's fulfillment, completion on this card. And don't you love hearing that when you're taking a look at these energies over here on the Nine of Swords? So completion, fulfillment, you've brought something full circle. And this is a card of brand new opportunity, because this card then moves on to resetting at 0 with the Fool. So we're into a new leg of the journey. So as soon as we're liberating ourselves from the Nine of Swords and making real loving, lasting change, we're hopping on our unicorn and walking through that portal, right? What's coming with the World? Yeah, beautiful. Oh, really nice too. Two of Cups here. We've seen this card quite a bit recently as well, and you know it's about a fair exchange of energy, and I feel that this is a fair exchange of energy between ourselves and the divine all. There's a touch of eclipse energy on here. We have one coming up in November. I can't quite recall the date at the moment, so do check it out in the astrology. We've got a full moon coming on the 31st. We have Mercury retrograde going direct on the 3rd of November. We have Mars going direct right around the same time. So there's a lot of energy moving in the cosmos for us, and all of it is very stimulating to our beautiful Nine of Swords and the World, and new opportunity that comes from being a great non-judgmental witness to what's emerging out of subconscious. So you know that as you navigate these waters, Two of Cups, you are touching upon the upcoming eclipse energy, and you are touching upon the eclipse energy of the last 18 months or so. I'm also throwing in the reminder one more time for those of you that have not heard it. A year ago at this time, tons of planets were in Scorpio. It was truly a Scorpio season, and we did a deep dive on ourselves, subconsciously speaking, and I feel that that deep dive has all the energies of this Nine of Swords coming to the surface. That's why in the brilliant clarity of the sun, we have the ability to make change with alchemy, blending together energies we never thought we'd blend together, and bringing true, lasting, loving, healing energy to ourselves so that we walk free of this for good. So imagine now, if you really just take a moment and consider that you may have been ruminating, nurturing. We saw the Empress recently, gestating on everything that got stimulated in last Scorpio season, and we're giving birth to it in this season. It's out in the world now. Whoa, right? Let's see what's next. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. I love that. So we had justice yesterday. We had the scales of justice yesterday, feeling like we were bringing something to completion and fulfillment and tying up loose ends in a harmonious way. We were with the Six of Pentacles, we are in the energy of giving and receiving, the spirit of generosity. We have a whole lot on offer to share from our experience here in the Nine of Swords, from this past year, everything that's emerging now into our waking consciousness. It's worthwhile to explore, chat about with the people you know, love, and trust, and journey with. I love seeing the Six here. There's harmony, there's balance. And again, this confirms for us that this is the best kind of atmosphere to take a look at our Nine of Swords, to deep dive on the subconscious yet again and see what we come up with. What's coming through this portal of the world, right? What is being exchanged here as a result of liberating ourselves? More generosity, more reciprocity for sure, more than enough to spare and share. And coming with Our 6 is the Lovers. And again, not the first time we've seen this card this week. Lots of decision and choice on offer to us at this time. We've seen the King of Swords this week as well. So we're still in a decision-making process. I love, though, that we're doing it in the light of the sun, because here's the sun featured very prominently on the Lovers card here. And this deck, like Bonefire, the couple on the card is embracing. This is us embracing our world. This is us having that fair exchange of energies between ourselves and the divine all, and creating an abundance of overflow. We've seen it with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups this week on repeat. Now, with the Two of Cups and the Lovers in the reading, there's a whole new world of opportunity within relationship to others. So family of friends, and beloveds. It's a strong beloved energy in this reading, and it's not the first one this week either. I really do feel that beloved relationships are having an experience of strengthening and deepening bonds because of the individual's self-care attention. We have so much more to offer every relationship, and it would appear that beloved relationship is being shined upon. It's in the spotlight here with the sun. Leave some comments about that. Let us know what's going on for you. Okay, next we have, I love seeing him, our beautiful King of Pentacles. Here it is one more time to bring encouragement, reassurance even, that we're very grounded on our foundation. We are very stable and solid. This 9 might be uncomfortable. What's rising out of the last year's worth of self-examination in deep knowing from the subconscious, yeah, it is a discomfort. Sometimes it's a displeasure. Sometimes it has us in a temper, you know. With the King of Pentacles here, we have the mastery of knowing that everything we do is important, and it's paying a reward presently. It's a reward to let that stuff go. It is a reward going forward, and the King knows it. So here we have a level of mastery within it. We feel safe, we feel solid, we feel secure, and we are trusting ourselves to do this type of inner journey work, coming with our King. Look at this Page now of Pentacles. And again, comes back to a whole new opportunity. So we have the mastery of the King, and then we have the novice type energy of the Page, but it's still the Ace of Pentacles is figuring prominently in these two cards. The opportunities are abundant. They are flowing in for us, and we are accepting those opportunities with joy, happiness, and delight, Sun, and making real, lasting, loving change for our own selves, Temperance. And we continue to choose Lovers, happiness in a fair exchange, because we are feeling we are feeling independent within self-relationship, which then upgrades all of our relationships to interdependent, not codependent relationships. Isn't that a thing of beauty? There's so much to share. There's so much on offer to us, Six of Pentacles. And our Page reminds us that everything happens in just the right season. I do feel that this is a season of reward for the last year's worth of deep knowing out of Scorpio season at that time. Fantastic. Congratulate yourselves, people. All right, let's do the Cosmic Cat cards. I pulled 3 off the top of the deck again today. I love this. Courage. Reach for the stars. We're doing that. We have done that. We're not going to stop doing that, because this pays real reward presently, and it will continue in the ripple in the broadcast to pay reward forward. The King knows it. That's what self-mastery is about. We trust ourselves to take these leaps of faith and go for what is most precious to us in heart space. Our next card. Assertive. Take your place at the table. Yeah. The table you set for yourself. Take that place. What was sitting there before, 9 of Swords, is no longer there. So take that seat. See how it feels to sit at the head of it, right? One more here. Yeah. I love that. That's just comical. And so intense, but pounce. Decide to act. I feel that these are confirmation cards of what we have been doing. That Nine of Swords could have us freeze in place, couldn't it? And were we not standing on such a stable foundation, we might do just that, freeze in place. But I feel that these cards are confirming our courage, our assertiveness, and our ability to take the leap, take the opportunity when it's right in front of us. And certainly there's an abundance of it. All right, angel answers. Oh, falling right out of the deck. Look at that, romance. This is confirmation for our Two of Cups and our Lovers card. Truly, beloved relationship is, I feel, experiencing really high vibe connection. So ride that beautiful wave as well. Next. Wow, all over the floor. Let's see what we have. Perfect timing, divine timing. Ooh, we've had this aplenty, listen to your intuition, and then recovery. You know, that's not one we see often. All of these we see fairly frequently in the shuffle. That recovery, though, I feel is confirmation for this last year's worth of spiritual journey. And you know, those little cosmic cat cards are all about the celebration of that recovery. Doing a deep dive into the subconscious, going into your deepest knowing of self and bringing that out into the light, sun, really does create an amazing change, temperance. And the spiritual freedom, the sense of liberation is the recovery. And this is just the right timing. And from listening to your intuition, all of this has been made possible. Pretty sweet. Okay, last, not least, our affirmation for the day. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. Peace, joy, blessings, happiness. Namaste.